everyone. My name is Mary Maris Awe, and I am the current president of the Chicago chapter of the Fulbright Association. Welcome to our annual winter reception. Tonight we celebrate and honor the Fulbright mission, which is to promote mutual understanding between the people of the United States and citizens of almost every nation on earth, through cultural, educational, and scientific exchange. Many of you are fulfilling this mission at your university, and tonight, just by being here at this event, sharing stories, meeting with friends, and exchanging your Fulbright experiences. Tonight we also present the biennial Sarelas Fulbright Service Award. The award is given in recognition to a person who has worked diligently over the years to promote and carry out the Fulbright mission. It's named after the late Aphrodite Edith Flores Sarelas. She was a native Chicagoan who was dedicated to working with Fulbrighters in the Chicago area after her Fulbright degrees in the 1950s. Dee laid the foundation to create the Chicago chapter. She dedicated her life to the service of others, working for the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army Training College, and as editor of the UN Social Work publication, in addition to her numerous other accomplishments. Dee Sarelas Fulbright Service Award was established in 2010 in her memory. I'm happy to announce that the awardee tonight is one of our longtime board members, Christina Sisson. Christina, could you please come up to the podium? It's tradition for the previous awardee to give the speech that I'm giving tonight and present the award. However, Ron Harvey is currently teaching, he's the awardee from last time, and he's currently teaching in Bulgaria at the American University. So he could not be here tonight. However, he did send this video to us.
Hi everybody, I'm Ron Harvey. I am the current Vice President of the Fulbright Association Chicago chapter. Welcome to the winter reception. I hope you've eaten. I hate to be the guy that's preventing anyone from eating, so I'll keep this as short as possible. It's my great pleasure and privilege to award this year's Dee Sarelas Fulbright Service Award to you, Christina Sisson. Christina, since I met you when I first joined the board in 2010, I knew that you were really amazing and something special, and I'm so happy that you've got this award. You totally deserve it, and I just want to embarrass you a little bit with just how great you are. So Christina first went as an ETA to Uruguay in 2006. She joined the board of the Fulbright Association Chicago chapter in 2008. So immediately when she came back, she immediately jumped and created the education committee, where her and her colleagues brought visiting Fulbrighters to Chicago public school classrooms to tell students how teaching is done at their level in their countries, as well as taking questions from students. So right from the very beginning, Christina was all about that person-to-person cultural exchange, which is so crucial and critical for the Fulbright mission to take place. She was the treasurer of the board from 2010 to 2016, a job nobody wanted, but Christina, being who she is, took it on and did a great job throughout the entire time that she was doing it. She worked on the book drive in 2014, which shipped hundreds and hundreds of books to schools all over the world. Most importantly, Christina is great at bringing people together. So she would invite visiting Fulbrighters to come share meals with her and her family in her home, as well as inviting other Fulbrighters, and just exposing our way of doing things with visiting Fulbrighters. And then it's that person-to-person contact, which Christina is very good at doing. She's very warm, she's always got a smile on her face, and she's very welcoming. She's usually hanging out with the people from Uruguay, and they're always the last people to leave at the party, with the guys and gals from Chile and from Peru and so on. So when she was in Uruguay, she tried to visit as many classrooms as possible and just tell students there what it's like to be a teacher in the United States and to take questions from students. Christina has this warmth that belies a belief that you don't have to be official in order to have an impact on people. It's that person-to-person contact and that warmth and just talking to people like real human beings that makes it important. So I can't think of a better person to get the Sarelas Fulbright Service Award than you, Christina. Enjoy it, enjoy the adulation, and to you, your husband Michael, and your son Benjamin, I just wish you all the best for the new year, and take care. Bye from Bulgaria. Bye.
Okay, I would just like to add a couple of things about Christina. In addition to her Fulbright involvement, Christina received her master's degree in social sciences from the University of Chicago in 2011. She also holds a bachelor's degree as a double major in Spanish and English from Colby College in Maine. Currently, she teaches Spanish at Hinsdale District 181. And prior to that, she taught Spanish at Ogden International School in Chicago and at the Chase Elementary Magnet Cluster School in Chicago. She's married to Michael Tam, who's here tonight. And they have a 1-year-old son, Benjamin. Thrown out of the way. I would also just quickly add that in the spirit of service, Christina has been an integral part of the board, serving in her position in a totally volunteer status. Those who choose to do so do it out of their dedication to the Fulbright mission. And I often talk to people from other countries who think the chapter, or the Fulbright chapter in Chicago, oh, you guys are an NGO, or you're paid by your government to do this, right? None of us are. This is completely volunteer. We do it because we believe in the mission of Fulbright. And Christina has been a tremendous, tremendous asset to us. And that is why she so richly deserves this award. So let me once again thank Christina and everybody congratulate her on behalf of the board and especially the committee who put this together. It's Elia Lituria. Would you please stand up?
She's asking you to stand up, Marilyn.
Yes, here. Or is she out there? Okay. We also have on our board this year a couple of three exceptional young people, Fulbrighters that are here in Chicago, and I would like you to give them a round of applause. Kevin from Germany. Michael from Kosovo. They've been simply wonderful. They joined the board and they've been helping out and doing lots of stuff tonight tremendously. So thank you. So, Christina, I would like to present this award to you. And everyone, please help me in congratulating you.
Need this. I'm a teacher, so I should be able to protect my voice. But can you hear me without the microphone?
Yes.
Excellent. So first of all, thank you, Mary, and all the chapter board members and the alumni members for your recognition. Thank you to all the talented Fulbright scholars and students visiting here in the Chicagoland area, as well as your family and friends for joining us tonight. A special thank you, I'll have to tell him later, but a special thank you to last 2 years ago, the recipient Ron in Bulgaria. That was really sweet. Even far away, he is always participating and supporting our chapter's success. I'm very humbled to accept this service award. I did not have the privilege of working with Sarelas, but clearly she lived a life of service locally and internationally and carried out the Fulbright mission long after her grant. I, like many of the Fulbright alumni community, consider my Fulbright year to be one of the best experiences of my life. As Ron mentioned, I spent 2006 in Uruguay working with public school teachers on their English curriculum, as well as researching the border between Uruguay and Brazil. And I'll never forget how privileged it was to have a year to work with so many amazing people and students. So when I returned to Chicago, I was lucky that a fellow Fulbrighter, Lisa Price Vasquez, she encouraged me to join the chapter to work with her on education initiatives. I remember my first day at a board meeting, we all signed up for committees and pulled up our sleeves and got to work. And I loved how everyone on the board was excited to work with anyone interested in making a difference. I still can't believe it's almost been a decade that I've served on the board. It's even harder to believe that I've been treasurer for so long, too. Some of the highlights have been doing the book drive. I remember just cleaning out the closets at my school and putting books in boxes and shipping them off. We also hosted a really intimate event at International Hostel where Fulbright students and scholars like yourselves, we had like 10 different students that chose a recipe, and then we bussed in some Chicago Public School students, and in the kitchen there were 10 different meals being made, and we all shared it together. And it was very chaotic and messy, but it was beautiful chaos. I initially joined the chapter to help with the Bringing the World to the Classroom initiative, where as you heard, the Fulbright students and scholars would visit the schools, and I observed the joy on the faces of the students, visiting Fulbright students, as they shared their favorite cultural facts from their home countries, and then the faces of students that had this sparked curiosity. At one school on the west side, students were taking Spanish and they'd never actually spoken to a native Spanish speaker. And they didn't realize that Spanish speakers could be so diverse. When Elio asked me to be treasurer, which seems like yesterday, but it was a while ago, I was very hesitant, wasn't I? Yes. Numbers in Excel are not my strength, but there was a need and I took a risk. Upon reflection, I appreciate the opportunity to learn a lot of new skills, but I had lots of help from all the presidents, and I couldn't have done it without all of their support. So I really appreciate, Ron's not here, but I really appreciate all your help. And my husband, Mike, has been very valuable in helping me with all of the Excel issues. I can't wait for Carrie to take my place. She's not here to thank her personally. But what I learned was, don't let the fear of not knowing what the job entails get in the way of participating. We always need more support on the board, and if you're feeling the call to participate, even if you're just here for a semester or a year, please help us bring the Fulbright mission to our communities. There are seasons to life, and mine's a bit preoccupied right now with diapers and babies, but I hope to see all of you at future events. Mary mentioned a special thanks to all the board members, because this is all volunteer work and it's a lot of hard work, and the volunteers make these events happen. So can we all give the board members another round of I wanted to leave you all with something positive when I looked at Senator Fulbright's words, because we often forget what we say we're a Fulbrighter, we know what that means, but we maybe don't know what Senator Fulbright stood for. And I want to encourage everyone here to visit a local school. If you have a professor, ask them if they have kids or if they can connect them with someone, and talk about the Fulbright program, not just your country. And if you're visiting, if you're an alumni, then talk about your experience. And don't let the fear of being overwhelmed about what it means to go to school get in the way. So Senator Fulbright said that international educational exchange is the most significant current project designed to continue the process of humanizing mankind to the point, we would hope, that men can learn to live in peace, eventually even to cooperate in constructive activities, rather than compete in a mindless contest of mutual destruction. We must try to expand the boundaries of human wisdom, empathy, and perception, and there is no way of doing that except through education. hope we all stay positive and figure out how to work through potential budget cuts and keep Senator Fulbright's mission alive. Thank you so much again for this recognition. It means a lot to me. And I'm truly honored to be a member